Hey everyone! In today's class, we're going to unravel the mystery of our liquid mega hair glue, right? That glue that a lot of people out there call the perfect glue. But let's get into the details about PU glue. No, seriously now. Now let's uncover the truth about PU glue and how I ended up here. I bet you're looking at this glue right now and thinking, what the heck is that? And what's this thing here? Let me explain. Guys, here's what happens. A lot of students, because I've been teaching courses for many years, right? I've been a YouTuber since 2008. Since 2011, I've been a YouTuber and, from then on, I've just been teaching more and more mega hair techniques. I'm a really curious person, like super curious and detail-oriented. So when I want something, I really dig deep. So, what happens? Students send me all kinds of glue, you know, the more affordable ones, and they try them out. And they ask me to test them too. I buy them, I test them. If I were to pile up all the glue I've bought here, I could open a glue shop, right? And what happens? I left this glue here because this one was the weirdest I've ever tested. This one is it comes with a hardener. Oh, I feel like slapping myself when I remember I bought this thing. And an epoxy resin. My student was using it, you know, said it was working out. I bought it, tried it. Man, this has nothing to do with it. It hardens, sure, but it stays oily. It doesn't stick to double-sided tape, the double-sided tape, and what happens? It starts to peel off in thin layers. I said, man, what was I thinking when I bought this? But I like to test things, I'm curious. So this was one of the worst ones I've tried, but I did try others. Yeah, I tried one that I'm not even going to mention the brand here, because I'm honestly afraid to even say these brand names. I'm not saying I had a bad experience with this one, okay? Because I used this glue. What I'm going to say is that I found a glue that's more affordable than this one, but I'll tell you all the details about the glue. Don't rush, I know you're there, all anxious and eager to hear about this glue. So, what happens, folks? Yeah, I've used other glues before. Those glue sticks on Mercado Libre, the ones made of silicone, PU. I've used all those glues you can think of. They're kind of good, but here's the thing. They don't really hold the hair in place. And the most important thing about a well-made weft is that it holds the strands so they don't come loose, and especially that it stays flexible. And the weft should be thin. Those are the three things everyone looks for. So I tried out a bunch of different ones. I worked with this one for a long time, even though it hasn't been out for that long. Ever since it was released, I've been using it. But then, what happens? It makes the weft a bit stiff. I don't know if that happens to you, but it happens to me a lot. Sometimes it comes out a bit softer. So, what's going on? If you use just a drop of hardener, the weft will already get tight. So the trick with this glue is all about the amount you use. The supplier of this glue here recommends that for every 50 milliliters, you add 2 milliliters of catalyst. I do the opposite. I put 51 milliliters of catalyst. Why? To keep it from getting too hard, from becoming stiff. Check out what happens with this weft. I made a weft out of adhesive tape because I'm recording a course. Look at how this weft turns out, guys. It gets tight. See, I'm going to hold it by the tip. Look at this. Look, I'm holding it in the middle of my finger. It's not flexible, it isn't pliable, okay? You can do this, turn it, sure, but it doesn't, you can feel that it's not flexible. See. It's not flexible, it's not pliable. Why? It doesn't have any rubber. It doesn't. It's PU, right, a rubber glue, but it has some substance that's used in cars. You can tell by the smell, right, because my cousins work with car stuff and I can recognize that smell from far away, and that's what makes the screen stiff. Take a good look at the other screen made with adhesive tape that I actually made with rubber. See how flexible it is. I grabbed it in the middle. Look, it's flexible, see? If I hold it by the end, it just drops, see? It's flexible. Look. Look at the difference, guys. Look at the difference. I'm going to roll it up here, see? It turns into paper. See? And the best part isn't just that. The strength, guys. This rubber here, it's super tough because it's made to withstand this kind of process, which is this glue I'm about to talk about now. Anyone who knows this glue knows exactly what I'm talking about. This glue here is the kind that tire repair guys use. It's a glue for fixing car tires, bicycle tires, motorcycle tires, and even truck tires. And for the glue to be able to stick a rubber that holds in air, what does it need to be? Flexible. Besides being flexible, what else does it need to be? Really sturdy, so it doesn't, come apart easily. So, if a rubber glue, the kind that bonds rubber and handles really high pressure, because those of us who have cars know that we put what in there? 35, 34, 32, I'm talking about the air pressure in a car tire, and that glue can handle all that pressure. Now imagine it on a little lace for hair. This is nothing for it. So this is real rubber, the PU. Here it is, look. And the difference I noticed between this glue and this one here is that the smell of this one is much stronger, 3 times stronger than this one. But that's not all. I'm going to show you in practice. I have the receipt for this here, and I'll show you on my computer. I buy this glue here. Well, I used to buy it, right? I stopped, and you can see that I still have it almost full. Look, it's right here. Look. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's full. I stopped using this glue. Why? I use this glue here. For those of you who are my students and make hairpieces with me, it's with this glue here that I work. Do you know how much this glue costs compared to that one? You're going to be blown away. Here you have 1 liter, and here you have 1 liter, and here is its catalyst, and here is its catalyst. It's the same amount here, okay? What I'm about to tell you comes from the heart, because a lot of people wouldn't reveal this secret, right? Just like I teach in the course, I teach this one, and I also teach this one here, the G8. Man, a little bottle of this G8 glue was 58 reis. What I'm about to tell you now is going to blow your mind. All I want from you is to review my course, because my course has been getting a lot of reviews, especially abroad. It's blowing up in the United States. Portugal too, thank God. And in this lesson here, I'm also going to help Brazilians who are living abroad, because there's no way for them to get access to either this glue or the G8. So, since I figured out the components in this glue, I managed to find out the components of this tire repair glue outside the country. I'm going to leave it down here in PDF for those who are outside Brazil to buy this glue abroad, okay? In black and in transparent color. For the rich brown color, I'm going to teach you a very useful trick where you'll need to buy a specific pigment glue. Look closely. Pigment glue specifically designed for PU blue or pigment glue formulated for resin. So, with that in mind, let's get started, folks. For this glue here, I paid 490 reis per liter. For this one here, I paid 144 reis and 78 cents per liter. I made a profit of 345 reis and 22 cents. My God! Hold on a second, man. Are you kidding me? But that's how it is. That's life, right? That's life. Guys, now I'm going to talk about the benefits of this glue. This glue here, G8, is great. I liked it because it's really rubbery. It really makes the hair flexible, but, however, there's very little of it and it's very expensive. That's the truth, it's expensive. So you're not going to make a good amount. You'll have to keep buying this glue all the time. So for those of us who make things, we need a glue, right, with a bigger quantity, more affordable, and also good quality, right? Price alone isn't enough. I'm not just talking about price here. I'm talking about price and quality, folks. This one here, besides being 345 reais cheaper, its quality is incredible. This glue, like I said, I'll mention it again, it was designed to withstand the high temperatures of tires spinning or traveling. Tires, high temperatures, it was made to handle high pressure. Just imagine my tape, look at my adhesive tape here, look how beautiful it is. It's not just because I made it, no. I'm taking the course, I'm recording the course for this technique here, which is a technique I developed, called natural tape. Look how thin it is. Check out the front finish on this screen. Just look at that. 1,000 times better than the injected one. The injectable one, it sheds threads like crazy. This one here doesn't need nano skin. Super thin, flexible, look here, like paper, see? This right here, look, is rubber, guys. It doesn't shed threads. I'm not going to have clients saying, George, your piece here is shedding threads like crazy. The woman bought expensive hair and now there's hair all over the floor. I don't have that problem. Sure, you can comb it, break the hair, that's different, right? You might break the hair, but hair falling out? That's really hard to happen. And I'm also going to teach you, in the next class, the technique to remove the oiliness from the hair before making the piece, okay? So, look, different from this adhesive tape weft I made here, guys, with this glue here. Look how stiff it is, man. Oh, 𝗍𝗶𝗃, look at this. Look, look, look. It's stiff, man. Look at this. Look at that. See, I'm not bad-mouthing it, okay? I'm just showing you. I like to show things, because if I just talk, you'd have to take my word for it. No, I'm showing you. I'm showing you, look here, look. If you use it, you probably know it ends up like this. Look at the difference compared to the other one. Ah, the heat-activated one. Now let's go to the heat-activated one. Look at the significant difference with our incredibly ultra-thin, heat-activated technique, carefully using this unique rubbery glue here. Here's the thin technique, which we'll do in the next class. Super thin. Look at this. Look at the thin base, no rough edges, durable, doesn't fray, because like I said, this rubber here it's the baby rubber. Look at this. Flexible. See that? Flexible. Look, look. Flexible. It's not. This one here is the fuller mesh that a lot of students have been saying, hey Jorge, I want to make it fuller, make the mesh thicker. Yay! Go ahead, girl, we can fill it up no problem, because the mesh won't come loose, see? The threads won't come loose, sorry. Look at this. Flexible. Look at this. Look, 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 look. Ultra thin, really full. Look, look, flexible. The other one even gets stiff, stands up. But anyway, let's go. This glue here with activator, it comes in a beige color. And now, Jorge, beige. How is our mesh going to turn out? It doesn't stay beige. It was made with this glue and after it goes into the press, it takes on the color of the hair. For example, if your hair is black, it will stay black, like you can see here. It will stay black, okay? If it's blonde, it will stay blonde. Oh, but I wanted a transparent glue. Well, that's not a problem. You can buy the transparent one, but the transparent one doesn't come with the activator. So can I use it without the activator? Not only can you should, baby, you should. If you want to use this one here without the activator, you can do that too. The activator is just to speed up the curing, but you only use a tiny bit. Like I said, if you put in 50 ml, I'll show you step by step. If you put 50 ml of this glue here, you'll grab one of these little syrup cups you probably have at home and look for the right spot on it. If it has 2 ml, you put it halfway, You keep adding drops here. Look, 1 ml, put it in here and stir until it's all uniform. Put it in a container. Put it in a container and it's ready. But like I said, the color of this glue is beige, okay? But you can buy the transparent, the colorless one, and use it with the activator if you want. I bought this one with activator because I wanted to try it out. And if you want to use the black one, now you're going to be blown away. The black glue with 900 ml from the same brand, 𝗏𝗶𝗁. 900 ml, guys, that's almost a liter, right? Do you know how much it costs? Oh my Jehovah, you're going to be shocked. Did I write it down here or not? Dang! Man, I didn't write it down here, but I'll tell you. But I'll show you on the computer. 55 𝗏𝗃s. 55 𝗏𝗃s, 900 ml of black rubber glue, heat activated, suitable for vulcanizing truck tires. This glue is wild, my Jehovah. The mesh comes out flexible. I've already ordered a bunch. The mesh comes out flexible, solid, doesn't fray. Top quality from 𝗏𝗃 and with the price, can you believe it? 53 𝗏𝗃s for glue? Guys, I'm not saying buy my glue. I'm not making up glue. No, this glue already exists. Before I was even born, this glue 𝗏𝗶𝗁 has been on the market for over 50 years. So, these are glues that are already out there on the market. If you don't want to buy through my link, that's fine, but look for this glue from this brand, because that's the brand I use. If you buy something similar and it doesn't work, well, that's on you. But if you look up this glue and buy it, man, you'll have results that'll last you a lifetime. Now I'm going to give you some advice before we wrap up this lesson and move on to the making lesson. And let's not use this one here, okay? We're not going to use this. We're going to use this one here, look. And in this color here, the beige color, so you can see the whole result step by step, alright? This one here is transparent, because it was made from this one, which I used for several tests. I'm the kind of person who tests things out. I don't even use this one. I taught you about it because it's a good glue, like I said. It's a glue that really, the G8, it has rubber. It's a good glue. But with this one, I'm not sure it even has rubber. It doesn't make things flexible at all. So, what happens? I'm going to do the whole process with this glue here. Like I said, you're going to buy a liter for 144 𝗏𝗃s and 78 cents. If you were to buy a liter of this one now, I'll show you on the computer before we finish this lesson. You'd get a discount, not a discount, actually, you'd make a profit of 345 𝗏𝗃s and 22 cents. For those of us who work in manufacturing, that's just outrageous. Now let's go to the computer so you can see the real prices of what I'm talking about here. And then we'll move on to the lesson on making the ultra-thin mesh with our glue that we figured out. And now, you're free. You don't depend on anyone anymore. You're not tied to anyone anymore when it comes to mega hair glue. Here, folks, I'm on my computer screen. Notice that I've even used this glue here. Look. This glue here is also PU, okay? A student recommended it to me. I've used it, and it works really well, okay? But, man, it hardens really fast. You can't even use all of it. Because it's so thick, right? It's not liquid, so it's a lot of work and takes longer to dry. Yeah, double-sided tape too. Sometimes it just doesn't stick. It doesn't really hold well on your piece, so honestly, I didn't like it much, okay? You can get by with something half-baked, but we're here to try to be professional, right? Work with good stuff. So let's go. I'm going to open up my cart here just to show you the glue I'm going to recommend to you. Look at this one I bought, just so you don't think I'm making this up. I'm showing you mine here. Look, check out the price, 490, okay? 1 liter, 490. So you do the math, 490. There's also one for 144. I was talking about that one for 144. I found another one that's cheaper, 112, it's up there, but we'll check it out later. Here, this one is 162, the one I bought, which we'll use. Let's work with it, because what does it come with? The catalyst, right? This catalyst, it even works for another one that doesn't need a catalyst. You can use the catalyst with both glues, it just speeds up the curing process, okay? That's all it does, but it keeps things nice and flexible. Another tip I want to give you, guys, when you buy this glue, don't comment down below like, oh, really good glue, I used it on hair, blah blah blah, it worked. Dude, if you do that, what's going to happen? These professionals, you know, the entrepreneurs, they'll find out you're using it for hair, and then demand will go up, and so will the price. You won't be able to find it at this price anymore, so stop commenting that you're using it for hair. If you want to say the glue is good, go ahead, but don't say what you're using it for. I'm going to give you a tip about this press I'm using here. I'll turn the camera so you can see. This press right here, look closely. It was originally manufactured as a banner ceiling press, you see, designed specifically for that purpose. What happened? Some people started looking up this press, went not to a distributor but straight to the factory, and said they were using this machine for making mega hair. Back then, this machine cost a little over $3,000. Do you know how much this machine costs today? $5,900. Why? Now this machine is no longer called a banner press. Now it's a mega hair press. Because when demand goes up, so does the price, you get it? So, if you want to keep paying this price, stop telling people you're using it for mega hair. Now, here's something else that's going to blow your mind. George, I want the black glue for mega hair. Check out the black glue we're going to use from 𝗏𝗶𝗁. Just take a look at this, a substantial 900 milliliters of this deep, rich black glue, priced at a very specific $53.90. Isn't that crazy? You pay a very reasonable $53.90 for a generous 900 milliliters of truly good, high-quality black glue, which is genuine, authentic rubber, all for the incredibly affordable price of $53.90. It's unbelievable. Now I'm going to put it here. Look, here, G8 glue, black, see? 56 𝗏𝗍 for the glue, look. 56 𝗏𝗍 for a little glue like this. Its size is tiny. You saw the glue, right? That little glue, about this size, like this. This one here, 53 𝗏𝗍. See? With that amount with less than 53, you can buy 900 milliliters of liquid glue here. So, you get it, right? Here, look, 53, even lower, the lowest price and with a bigger quantity and the best hold for the strands. Remember that all these glues are flammable, so be very careful. Wear a mask, wear gloves, use a mask, and don't use it directly on the client's hair, okay? This is for hair that's off the head, it's for making the weft. After it's cured, it won't cause any irritation to the client's scalp, because it's already dried. It won't transfer any chemicals. Only if the client's scalp has wounds and you apply it over the wound, there might be some irritation, but this glue itself won't cause any irritation because it's the same glue, the same component that's used in many mega hair glues out there. Guys, if you want the link to buy the materials, I'll leave the link here in the description. I ask that you join the WhatsApp group just for students, so we can chat, see if the glue is working out for you. And if you're having any difficulties, I'll help you out, okay? And also, leave your suggestions for new updated videos here in the course. So click the link, join the group, and I'll keep the group open so everyone can have a good, healthy conversation. Just a reminder, the group is specifically for making the heat-activated screen. I don't want anyone talking about things that have nothing to do with the topic, which is about making the screen, about glue, about materials, because that ends up annoying other people who sometimes see the notification, join the group thinking it's something important, something to gain more knowledge, and then realize it's just a chat, a conversation between people who don't even know each other. So, the group, it won't be restricted, it will be open, But those people who keep talking too much about their personal lives in the group, unfortunately, I'll have to remove them from the group. They'll have VIP support directly with me, but they won't have access to the group. So, I ask you, please understand that the group is related to materials, ideas, techniques, improvement, what I can improve even more, because I'm here to help. Whatever I can do, I will do to help. So that's it. And also, please rate my course, right, guys? For the love of God, I'm helping everyone here. So rate the course, give it some stars, give it a like, okay? God bless you, and let's move on to the next lesson.